everybody, and welcome to the newest indoor adventure in the Tomb of Annihilation, part 29? I think that's the one that we're on. Today is November 15th, 2020, and you are loved. And that is a very important thing that we like to remind each and every single one of our viewers and listeners at the beginning of each and every single one of these games. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/indooradventures to check up on all the VODs of each of the games that we have played before in this Tomb of Annihilation game. Or we have complete playthroughs of things like Curse of Strahd, Ghosts of Saltmarsh, Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and soon this game as well. And hey, be on the lookout for Rime of the Frost Maiden coming this December. If this is your first time joining us as well, and you're more inclined to listen in rather than watch these beautiful faces and catch up on visual gags, you can find us anywhere audio casts are made available for free under the same moniker. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, patreon.com/indooradventures is the place to go if you want to check up on our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community but also from each other. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask myself or any of these other fine folk, feel free to join us at patreon.com. And if you already support us on Patreon, you already support us on YouTube and Twitch and all of those other wonderful places, and you're thinking to yourself, I wish with all my heart that I could help support the show even more. Well, guess what? If you go to indooradventure.redbubble.com, we got t-shirts, we got posters, we got mugs, we got throw pillows, crop tops, aprons, clocks, journals, and most importantly, we have face masks. So, in the year of our Destroyer 2020, we have Tia masks. They have the symbol of the Dragon Queen upon them, done up by our very own Cyberwolf 1201, and all of the proceeds from the masks that we end up getting go towards Doctors Without Borders. So, if you would like to help support a good cause or help support the show, indooradventure.redbubble.com is the place for you. But that's enough for my spiel, so let's get started with things I'm interested about. Hey RJ, who are you playing tonight?
Hey everybody, I'm RJ, but tonight I'll be playing Wally, the Shifter Fighter Barbarian.
Hi, I'm LBHackEmUp, and I'm going to be playing Azrael, the gnome warlock.
Hey everybody, I'm Wings, also known as Danae Keener. I'm going to be playing as Baz, the Drow Rogue Fighter.
And I am the Indoor Adventurer, and tonight I shall be playing as Teshvael de Falarin, Mark of Shadow, Elven Paladin, and Warlock of Khyber.
And I'm Tyler, I'll be your DM, and we'll start off with a recap. Last time in the tomb, our adventurers bravely faced the beholder Belcorge, slaying him and collecting his sizable treasure. After, they descended into the Chambers of Horror. There, they found Acererak's throne, where gruesome artists painted grisly scenes, and a dead queen held a mysterious scepter. Now, having cleared Unk's tomb, and with Wally claiming his inheritance, they have one more tomb to plunder before descending to the final levels. What will they find in the Gears of Hate? Will they be able to destroy the Soulmonger and stop the Death God? Find out on the Indoor Adventure Presents The Tomb of Annihilation. All right, you guys just finished clearing Unk's tomb. Teshvael was able to open the chest with a purple key that he found in the maze, collected Unk's spirit as well as a brightly colored kind of flashy robe. And Wally was drawn into a different room where he found himself in a childhood memory, essentially, and collected the Navel of the Moon, his inheritance. You guys have a few more things you could possibly do on this level before you can descend or before you continue. So what would you like to do?
I think we're going to take a resty route.
Yeah, short rest?
I think your warlock would like that, as well as your NPCs.
Yes.
Some of them were brought to the brink of death last session as the Minotaur skeletons knocked down and trampled Hassan. So you guys can spend some time taking a short rest here.
Were those Minotaur skeletons related to a Triceratops?
What?
Yes.
This isn't the same Hassan that got...
It's a different Hassan.
Okay.
This is Clone Hassan. He is, for all intents and purposes, the same as real Hassan, except he is a little deformed.
Clones
And
are
weaker
like
in power.
Clones are like numbers. I can't tell them apart.
All right.
What? Okay.
Bless your heart.
Plus,
Bless your heart.
I am going to attune to a robe.
All right. I will heal up your NPCs in my little tracker. And they'll be fine. Don't worry. Nothing bad's going to happen to your NPCs. You attune. This is your last item that you can attune to, correct?
I believe so.
Right.
Mr. Azrael, do you happen to have like an identify spell?
I'm sorry, I forgot my name was what?
Do you happen to have some sort of identify spell?
Mm. No.
Goodness, this robe fits me well.
It looks great.
Tesh, is that thing cast?
Just putting the sleeve
Let's
on.
find out. It is a robe of scintillating colors, which you can use to blind people with your beautifulness, and it subjects them to a wisdom saving throw, else they become stunned.
Wait, was that an Unk shrine?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, they
If
didn't
you
spawn then.
remember from the history lesson, Unk had like the sun bounce off her shell, and she blinded the god Ubteo, who cried for the people of Amu, and water returned to their rivers.
I'll try attuning to the bracers that I found in the shrine.
In Kubazan's shrine.
Kubazan shrine.
Will these be your third item?
I'd have to unattune, I believe. No, it'll be my third item, yeah.
Because you have the staff and
Well, the staff doesn't know?
yeah, the
Need
staff.
attunement. I have the staff, bracers of defense, and I have a third slot open.
Okay. Can you wear two types of bracers at once?
I can take them off and then
Okay.
pop them on.
Essentially, you're trying to figure out what they are because you don't have an identify spell. Yes, they are. Well, the first thing you notice when you pop them on is that your wrists are now like just perpetually moist. So that's uncomfortable.
I don't like
but-
that.
I'm pretty sure you know what they are. They are bracers that aid with your longbowing, which you don't longbow.
He will take them off and toss them over to Baz.
Ew,
Dry his wrists off.
he's in moist.
Yeah, but they're braces of archery, and that's your stick, so pops on the braces of defense again.
He pops them on, but he doesn't like it. He makes a stinky face.
Well, you get bracers of archery, and Wally maintains his bracers of defense.
All right.
It's in the courtyard.
I have a fourth attunement slot, but D&D doesn't account for that.
Yeah.
Or D&D Beyond doesn't account for that. So
D&D Beyond also doesn't account for bracers of defense, I don't think. They do, actually, never mind.
Yeah,
It's
they should.
fighter bonuses, they don't. Just dumb.
Dum 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 dum.
what do you mean fighter bonuses? Am I missing out on something here?
You
It might, if you took archery style.
Oh,
It might not be calculating it properly.
I'll have to double check.
You should. You guys spend a good hour, maybe a little bit more, as you toss around different magic items and optimize your builds. You are in Unk's shrine. There is a pit of acid that is open in front of the way out, but you all have enough strength that you can easily leap over it and continue with your adventure.
Trust me. Don't tell the elf.
Is that what you guys would like to do?
Braces of archery don't even need attunement.
They don't?
They don't.
No.
All right, well, now we know.
All right. So
It says it. No, it's right there. It requires attunement.
Oh. Well, then maybe it's like, you can't attune to this. You've already attuned all your stuff.
It must. Just you have a +2 bonus to damage and rolls on range attacks with longbows and short bows.
So we want to go back up to the hallway,
Mm-hmm.
and then
I think we go down a floor because we got the skull off of this hallway, right?
Well,
Right.
hopping over the acid pit, you are at a hallway. The way to the left, which was the that heavy door that is raised by ghouls, but you guys just used your brute strength to get through, is closed. And then to the right is the main stairwell where 4 statues of 4-armed gargoyles stand upon different colored plinths, platinum, gold, silver, and copper. Out of that room, there is a hole in the ground. There is a passage off to the right, and there's a passage down to the south. And you can reference your handy-dandy map. You'll also notice that on your handy-dandy map, I've crossed out 1 or 2 things. Don't worry about them. It's fine.
Okay. Do you have that? Did we go activate the gargoyles last time we were down here?
You did not.
Okay.
We read that 4-armed gargoyle ripped a guy apart, though.
You did
That's
read
true.
that.
Oh boy.
But the way to the south, being on this balcony doesn't seem to activate them if just being in
Yeah.
the room with them activated them.
Yeah.
But you haven't really tested them at all.
Right. Shall we travel to the south and then see what we can before we have to deal with these stone giants?
Yeah.
Wally will nod his head.
Tesh and Artis both nod as well.
Baz agrees.
All right.
Hassan sheepishly follows because he has been hurt and will be hurt again.
Let's go.
Going to the south, you end up at a T intersection. To the west, the left side of the map, there is a small room with what looks like a cracked mirror in it. For the sake of getting us through this adventure, don't worry about it.
Okay.
To the right is a long hallway that ends in a door with some carvings on it.
What?
Likewise, don't worry about the command word that we got last time.
Oh, don't worry about Gamora Blackfire. That was for the mirror. You would have found that
Okay.
eventually.
And deleting
Delete from your memory banks.
slap.
Knights in the
At least-
courtyard.
Yeah.
All right. What is down the door?
You travel down this long hallway, and there is a stone slab that blocks the end of the corridor. Painted on the slab is the image of a gaunt male humanoid wearing a hooded cloak. Its face is a mask of stars. The figure's withered left hand is raised with palm extended.
Is he naked?
He's in a hooded cloak.
How do we know he's gone? I'm sorry, it's not.
You probably see the chin, but
Yeah, like from
That is a very good question.
He's wearing, said he's wearing a mask.
Okay,
From,
have
like-
you ever seen a gaunt person's hand?
yeah.
Okay, fair.
Like, their figure is a bit
They look
Like
like,
you can see
me.
their bony shoulders in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
cloak.
Gaunt
Okay,
isn't
okay.
just face.
Yeah.
Wally tries to high five the door.
You
Oh.
raise your hand
Oh, no.
to high five the door, and have inadvertently activated it.
Oh god.
As the stone slab slowly descends into the floor.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh, that
Oh.
actually worked.
Everyone just goes.
The slab sinks into the floor, revealing a dusty passageway beyond. Relief carvings.
Wait,
on the wall-
what?
What?
I thought you were really.
Joking?
No, you literally.
No, you literally did it.
You did it. You
Well
solved
done.
the puzzle.
Well
It's going
done.
great, guys. It's going great.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, no one's gonna die this session either.
I'm so scared.
Why would
It's
you
like-
say that?
A dusty passageway beyond. Relief carvings on the walls depict crowds of humanoids fleeing a black star in the sky, with rays of light extending from it to turn those they strike to dust.
Is-
Hassan seems agitated and excited.
What is it, Mr. Baz?
Sorry, it's just this seems weirdly familiar.
You got a snake in your boot, Mr. Hassan, or are you just happy to see this place?
We'll
like
see
that's a
how
little-
this turns out.
Isn't that inappropriate to ask a Yuan-Ti?
I've heard worse. You should have seen the rest of the party before you got here. Anyway.
LB starts to think about what that would have been like.
There is kind of a maze of passageways here. Not necessarily a complicated maze, but they twist and wind. Would you like to explore?
Yes. Searching for traps, please.
Of
Oh, yeah.
course.
Oh, yeah,
Roll
that's what I'm
perception
supposed to
if
be
you are
doing.
interested.
Ma'am.
I'm so interested. I am a seeker of traps.
Seek away, my friend.
21.
That is your passive perception.
Yeah, it is, because I rolled a 10.
You spy no traps as you enter this dusty passageway. And after rounding a bend in what seems to be the center of this maze, on a in the central open space, a gold crown topped with a glittering black opal rests on a marble pedestal.
I check that for traps.
You roll for it.
Okay. 20.
You don't see anything, but your trap alarm is kind of a little beep 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 beep. And as your trap alarm is kind of going beep 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 beep, you hear Flint. Hey guys, you should. What do you think this thing is over here? And he's like around the corner.
Wally pokes his head, Scooby-Doo totem pole.
Yep.
There is a green stone face of a devilish countenance that protrudes from the wall. The devil's mouth is agape and filled with darkness.
Don't like that.
It's the same as the shield.
Yes.
Does it
and-
seem magical in nature?
Yeah. You don't even have to roll Arcana. It seems quite magical.
It's magic. Perhaps it's like the statue upstairs.
Does anyone know Abyssal?
Old Hassan would have.
Infernal.
Draconic.
I'm
So
dumb.
no.
Nah.
Oh,
Wait, what does artist know?
He does not. I think he knows Draconic and Dwarvish and Goblin for some reason.
We need
Flint
some
is
reason.
monolingual.
Flint is very monolingual.
Dragon Bait
He's
has
fairly
sense.
monolingual.
You know who would have been able to read this? Orvax.
Ooh,
Aw.
Our old man.
But he wouldn't have been able to read anything. No, he would have heard something. He would have heard some sort of quiet whispering message that you all can now hear looking at this void of darkness in the mouth of this agape mouth of the devil. But none of you can understand what the words are saying. But what you do understand, Baz, as you notice that Flint and Hassan are not here.
Huh?
And you hear a scuffle around the corner.
Huh? Who's scuffling over there? Like, round the corner.
You round the corner, and they are both kind of pushing over the other to grab the crown.
What the hell?
And as Flint snatches the crown off of the pedestal, those of you who were still by the black or the devil's mouth, the whispering gets louder. And out of this pure black void that is the mouth, a face comes out. A face that is not devilish, but its mouth is also agape in a horrifying scream, essentially. As this kind of withered disgusting creature climbs out of the mouth. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yuck, I
I
hate
like
it.
this. Baz, you have never in your life rolled well with advantage on initiative. What the hell?
Dirty 20.
Welcome to fucking Gwen's life.
It sucks so bad.
And those of you controlling Hassan and Flint, I'm
right.
sorry, but they are preoccupied.
Cool.
But you can roll initiative for them for me,
All right.
because your rolls will probably be better than mine.
Tyler, I'll send you the custom Flint stat block.
I got it still.
You got it.
Hassan rolled a
Yeah.
4.
Nice. Tesh.
21, and Artist got an 18.
Azrael.
16 and Dragonbait got a 15.
Baz.
Baz got a 7,
Oof.
and Flint got a 9.
And what are these things' speeds? Cool. Cool. These creatures, there's two of them, as they climb out of the mouth, the devil's mouth. Simultaneously, you hear the stone door rumble. And also from this position, you can hear that there are actually two stone doors rumbling as they seal off this maze. Tesh, you're at the top of the round. This creature is in front of you, and you feel its gaze upon you. And you feel that looking into its gaze would be harmful to you.
Okay.
So you can either avert your eyes or hold its gaze.
So Artist has a light source, right?
Yes, he does.
Could I possibly be looking at their shadows?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just you. Well, looking at them, their shadows just lets you know where they're at.
Yeah.
You're still gonna have disadvantage on attacks against them if you
Okay.
don't look directly at them.
That's fine. I'm going to attack with my super special rapier.
Averting your gaze.
Yes.
Get him, Tash. I believe in you.
That is a modified 20 to hit.
Modified 20 will hit.
Okay. I'm going to expend a second level spell slot for Divine Smite.
All right.
And they take an additional 15 points of radiant.
15 radiant. And what was your rapier damage?
I didn't roll it. That is for 8 points of magical piercing.
Cool.
And then second attack. Oh boy, that's an 11.
11 will not hit.
Yeah, I figured. That's okay. And then for my bonus action, hey, guess what? Shield Faith.
Cool.
So now my AC is 24.
Nice. Anything else in your turn?
Nope, that's it.
I need you to take 5 necrotic damage as you end your turn next to this thing.
What a
You
jerk.
feel its just aura is withering.
Okay. Thankfully,
Wally.
Unk blessed me with having a lot of HP.
Yeah, you did.
Let's do a heckin' rage.
And are you averting your gaze?
Sure.
You don't have to.
I can reckless to.
You can reckless to negate. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that.
I mean, you're only
First
fighting
attack.
one thing anyway.
There's two.
Oh, there's
Oh.
two of them? Oh,
There are
God!
two of them.
Okay, so first is a 15 to hit.
That will match.
I will give myself advantage on the next hit.
Okay, do it. Well, you already.
S-
Oh yeah, you used your.
I have 2
advantage.
attacks.
Right, but you reckless on your first attack, then it gives you advantage on one attack, right?
It'll only give me advantage on all my attacks, but since I'm averting my gaze, I'm hitting it a flat.
Okay, so you're double advantaging yourself, so that you negate the disadvantage, and now are fighting at advantage.
Yeah.
Yes. I see no reason why not to.
26 to hit.
Cool, that'll hit. You're attacking the same one that Tesh was.
Yeah. It's gonna take 14 bludgeoning damage.
Magical weapon or no?
Yeah, magical weapon.
Oh right, you're using your
Staff of striking.
staff of striking.
Wait, do I have no, I use my bonus action. Yep, that's it.
Awesome. You take 5 necrotic damage, ending your turn next to this thing.
Ow, oof, owie.
Oof, owie, your bones. Let's see. Teshvael. Although you are averting your gaze, you can feel this thing looking at you. Its hollow, sunken eyes that you can't even see are just boring into you, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I got that now. He said with such utter confidence, of course I roll a total of 15.
Okay, you're still good with a 15.
Okay, cool. I rolled a 7 on the die.
Nice.
Unk be praised.
Unk be praised.
Basically Kyber.
Sure, why not? Up next is Artis.
Okay, Artis is... he's gonna rush forward, avert his gaze, and try and stab out.
Avert thy gaze.
So that's a natural 1.
Oof.
And the second attack is a 16.
That will hit.
Okay, 16 for 8 points magical piercing, and then second attack is a 23.
That'll also hit. Sorry, I kind of zoned out for a second. What was the damage on the first one? Or on the...
Damage on first hit was 6 or 7 points.
Okay. And then on the second attack?
No, it was 8. Sorry, because I rolled a 3 on the die. It's +5. And then this time I got a 23 to hit and dealt 6 damage total, so 14 in total of magical piercing damage from Bookmark.
Beautiful. He takes 5 necrotic damage. Up next is Azrael.
Okay, now is this effect something because we can see him?
If you look at him at the beginning of your turn, as long as you're not surprised, you can avert your eyes. But if
Okay.
you look at him, the effect will happen.
Okay, and this just seems to be like a spooky dude.
He seems like a spooky dude. In fact, so spooky, I will give you guys a picture, but go ahead and do what you want on your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move away, probably back towards where Flint is to like smack that thing out of his fucking hands or take it from him. And I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast twice
At whomst?
at the bad guy.
To go to where Flint is, it is around the corner.
Right, I'm just gonna move to the corner, shoot,
Oh,
and
okay.
then move out. And this is at disadvantage, right?
Yeah, if you're not looking at him.
Okay. I take it a
Or
12
it.
doesn't hit.
12 does not hit.
And then 14? You
Does not
gotta
hit.
stop making that sound.
I'm sorry.
Those things are terrifying. Holy shit.
That's why you don't want to look at them.
That's my turn.
For some reason I can't
Alright.
stop.
I love
What
it.
that mouth do?
Scream. mostly.
Make that noise.
Make that noise. And you said you move over to where Flint and Hassan are grappling over this item.
Yeah. What are they doing?
They're fighting.
Great. Yeah, so that's my turn. And is it Dragon Bait?
It is dragon bait.
Great. I'm gonna do 2 attacks with a longsword. Woo! Oh. Oh no. If he's looking at him, it's not at disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, so one of them's a natural 1, one of them's a 27.
Okay, and he's looking at them.
Yes.
I believe in you, dragon bait.
Is
He
he
needs.
undead?
Yes. But I need dragon bait to make a Constitution saving throw
For why?
Because he looked.
because he looked.
Oh boy. 10.
All right. It could have been worse.
Get it?
Yes.
He gets +2 from being nearby.
12.
Okay, it could have been a lot worse. He is going to take some psychic damage from looking at this creature.
Okay, does he
but go
still
ahead.
hit?
He does still hit.
Ooh, bitch. 24 damage.
All right.
20 of it being radiant.
And that was on the first creature?
Yeah.
Oof.
Did you
All
say
right.
the first creature? I thought there was only one.
No,
There's 2.
Oh, good.
He takes 28 psychic damage. Or sorry, 23 psychic damage. I can
Okay,
mark that.
I will keep track of that.
But he runs forward bravely as the brave Saurian that he is and
Best
cuts
of us.
down the first creature.
My boy.
The
Good
other
job,
one,
Mr.
though,
Dragonbait.
is... in fact, it's its turn. And it is going to make Dragonbait make a Constitution saving throw.
Another one?
Oh, yeah.
It's not great at Constitution stuff. 8?
+2.
All right.
9. 9 is the number I'm looking for.
Did you remember the +2?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He is going to take another 26 necrotic damage
He's
as
good.
this thing, as withering glare, targets the most lawful and goodest boy in the party.
He's a good boy. He's all right, guys.
He's a
He's
very
strong
good
boy.
Anyway, Flint and Hassan are fighting, and Flint is going to attack Hassan with malice and evil intent in his heart. This guy has been getting in the way for too long.
Someone had to say it.
And he rolled a 2 and a 4, which would be a 10 and a 6, which I
Misses
not think
both.
hits.
Hey, guess what? He sucks.
No, he doesn't suck. I suck at
Aw.
rolling.
No, trust me, hon. I've been playing him for the past few weeks. He sucks.
I mean, he's not the best. Anyway, Flint is attacking Hassan and trying to wrestle that crown from him. Baz, it is your turn.
God, the girls are fighting.
It doesn't belong to you. It doesn't belong to you either.
Fucking. Is it clear who started this?
You saw Hassan swipe it off the pedestal, but they were both going for it.
Okay. Do we have any idea what this thing is?
You remember Hassan? Did Hassan ever say what he was after?
A
Yeah.
black opal crown.
It was after the
Oh.
Black Opal Crown, and I'm pretty sure the Wanti mentioned, at least Rosnasi mentioned that he wanted Finthaza wanted the Black Opal Crown because that's why she wanted Hassan, because she saw in her visions that Hassan would get the crown.
It's just kind of bad in general, right?
It's just bad in general.
It's something we probably shouldn't even be messing with. I'm gonna line up a shot and I'm gonna shoot Hassan.
All right,
I'll fucking do it.
you'll kill him.
I'll do it.
Do it.
Natural one. Okay. Extra attack. Here I go again. Natural 20.
Okay.
Well, okay then. Wait, he hasn't gone yet, has he?
He hasn't gone yet.
Oh no, Hassan.
Is Hassan get healed to full, or is he still bloodied?
He is healed to full. You guys
Okay.
took a short rest.
This
Okay.
was a long time coming, buddy.
I feel like there is some unintentional malice in this shot.
I think so too. I think like Baz is just like, well, it's come to this. That's gonna be 10 piercing damage. And then for the sneak attack, 9.
He's still up.
I'm gonna pop a extra, or not an extra attack, but you know the one.
Action surge.
Action
for...
surge. Oh wait, we haven't had a short rest yet. Yes, we did.
You just did.
Aren't
Just
you?
did.
Did you
Don't
add
you
your
already
plus
have an
2?
extra attack?
Yeah,
I do,
she,
but
she
my
rolled a-
nat 1 to the first one,
Oh, okay.
which I should have been doing it advanced.
Oh yeah. Did you also +2? Steam said.
For your
With
bracers
the-
of archery.
I've plugged them in already.
Okay.
And those are only for damage. But yeah,
Yes.
I'm going one more time with the action surge.
And that gives you 2 attacks, remember.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. 26 to hit.
Yep.
All right.
She's trying to kill Hassan.
I'm trying to kill Hassan. 8 piercing damage, and then final attack. 2 on the dive for an 11.
That matches.
That matches.
All right, I'll do half damage. 7, half of 7, so 3.
3. Still up.
He is quite hurt. You've just put 3 arrows into him, and he looks hurt, both emotionally and physically.
Double check to see if I have any bonus actions. Dash, disengage, or hide.
Isn't what is action
Surge
surge?
is free.
Action surge. Oh, is it? Okay, cool.
Action surge is just a thing that you can do. Fighters are powerful, man.
There are
Uh,
definitely corners that you can just duck behind and disappear into these shadows.
I suppose I shall do that. I suppose. I hide for an 18.
I'm pretty sure that beats almost everyone in your party's passive perception.
I've exhausted all my options. I end my turn.
All right. It is Hassan, and Hassan has been betrayed while he was trying to betray people. But you know, who's looking at that? He is going to try and use suggestion on Flint.
Flint rolls with advantage,
Does he?
I believe, because you're in combat.
Or does it work that way? Oh, shit, you should have done that beforehand, Flint. Or Hassan.
Let me see.
Just looking at Hassan's options, he's either going to...
I can look up the spell. If it ever loads. No. Creatures that can't be charmed, suggestion, wisdom saving throw, pursue a course of action. Oh no, they make it a normal.
Cool.
Yeah.
What is it? Wisdom save?
Wisdom save.
Oh, Flint has at least a +1 to it. For not enough. As you see a sparkle in Hassan's eyes as he says, give it to me. And Flint releases his grip, and Hassan runs around the corner out of sight. Tesh. There is one of these creatures left that has fully pulled itself out of the open mouth.
I don't have any idea what's going on with this whole Crown and Hassan hiding nonsense, so I'm going to focus on what I feel is the real enemy at hand. I go up and stab a motherfucker.
Do it.
It'll be
At
a disadvantage, but... Well... Okay. God. 22 could have been a natural 20. Then I'll put a second level spell slot for a smite in there.
Do it.
Actually, it'll just be first level. That's fine. So then 10 and 10. 10 points piercing, 10 points radiant.
Cool.
And then second attack for a 21
Yep.
for 9 points.
Cool. Stabby, stabby.
Yep. 2
Wally.
stabs. Do I take any necrotic damage being in this guy's
Yes,
aura?
you still take 5 necrotic damage. In
Okay.
fact, I forgot to give Dragonbait that 5 necrotic damage as well. But Azrael, because you ended your turn kind of around the corner, you do not take any of that necrotic damage.
18 to hit. I'm recklessing.
Yes.
13 points of bludgeoning damage, magical.
Cool.
How's it looking?
It's looking pretty hurt.
I'm gonna forego my second attack to use my commander strike feature to let Dragonbait attack.
Do it.
Press 21, 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Let go. Ooh, 4 necrotic or 4 divine. Nope. What is it?
Slashing.
Nope. The divine one.
Radiant.
Radiant.
Radiant and 5 slashing.
These things are undead, correct?
Yep. 3d10.
So wait, so it's 4 and 5?
Yeah. I rolled 2 2s on the.
4 radiant.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that does not. They're not susceptible to radiant damage.
Do I have a bonus action? Sorry. Let me just recheck my action economy.
Yep.
Nope, that's it. I'll end my turn.
Cool. 5 necrotic damage.
Yes, sir.
Artis,
Artist is going to stab at disadvantage.
finish him.
Yeah. Oof. Does a 14 hit?
Oh, shit. Hold on. I totally forgot. Add 4 to Dragonbait's damage.
Ah.
Because my commander strike uses a superiority die.
Nice. Good roll. 14 does not hit.
Okay, cool. Second attack. That is 17.
That hits.
Okay. For 6 points.
And that is lethal.
Okay. Artist is just like keeping his eyes closed and does a wide stab. Happens to get it in the face.
Yeah. Just right between its lifeless eyes.
And then if he gets any confirmation, he'll ask, are there any more? And if people say no, he'll open his eyes and then go join the rest of the party in the main area to see what the scuffle's about.
So you guys finish off fighting these two things, and they're, grayed, disgusting looking corpses slouched to the ground. And there was a sound of a scuffle around the corner, but as you come around the corner, Flint is just standing there kind of like limply. And
Did I see Hassan run off?
yes, you did.
Okay, I'm gonna chase after him.
Cool, it is your turn. You can do that.
Perfect. I skid around the corner that he went in or around. What do I see him?
Yeah, he hasn't had a chance to hide yet.
Okay.
In fact, you run around the corner and he's there in front of a door, and the door is closed.
Oh, good. This is the door that we came in, right?
It is actually a separate door.
Oh, cool. Okay, so I'm going to look at him and I guess ask, what has come over you?
Don't ask what came over me, ask that fool what came over him.
When did you start caring about trinkets?
This is the only thing I've been after the entire time.
Is that true? I don't know that.
You don't know.
Azrael doesn't know. And what is your intention? To just leave by yourself? I don't think that's possible.
I won't work beside that traitor anymore.
And what is this thing? He motions to the crown.
He says, it's something of great importance.
He rolls his eyes. Stay put. And then, like, calls back.
What are the rest of you doing in the couple of seconds that conversation transpired?
I slap Flint.
He kind of rouses out of his daze and then looks around frantically for where Hassan ran off to.
What is wrong with you?
What? What are you talking about?
Standing here half a daze. You get witched?
Yeah, that Hassan fella tried to betray us and take the crown.
Well, that would explain why we got two undead things crawling out of that magic mouth over there.
And now I don't know where he ran off to, but we have to get that crown from him.
Bez
Probably
did
gonna-
see where Hassan went, right?
Yeah.
He would have crept after him with his garrote ready, but
Alright.
Azrael got to him first.
I mean, Hassan is distracted with Azrael as you creep around the corner towards him.
Well, you know. All right, I'll go for it. God damn it!
Kill, 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 kill. It's what Hassan would have wanted.
Is it? Is it really?
No
Well,
doubles.
Probably real Hassan. Yeah, no doubles.
No doubles.
No doubles.
24 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. Bah. 6 slashing damage.
Your garrote tears deep into his neck, and he starts to struggle. Azrael, you watch this transpire as Baz kind of materials out of the darkness, and you think to yourself, "Man, I wish that were me."
What?
What? Materializing out of the darkness?
Okay.
I was like, Azrael doesn't have a choking fantasy, my friend.
Gosh, leave the room, guys.
You have misread this little gnome.
7
No,
sneak attack damage.
Oh, that drops him.
Okay. If he isn't stopped, he's gonna kill him.
The crown slips out of his as you sneak up behind him and grab him. He loses consciousness. The crown in his hand drops to the floor and kind of clinks and rolls to a stop.
Sticking it.
That's enough, Mr. Baz.
Just lifting the crown up with the rapier.
Baz, enough.
Baz, let's go.
Would anyone like to fill me in on what's going on?
Yes, I believe.
You guy, that's their job.
I believe what Baz is trying to showcase is Hassan's complete disregard and lack of trust for the rest of us. Now, I may be the only one here who is of this thought, but are we really losing anything by him just bleeding out right here?
Don't we need another body to get through this? I mean, if he's going to try and kill us, fine. But if he can be convinced to see
Yeah,
this
he's gonna
through.
try to kill us. He's a traitor.
Did he try to kill you or just run away?
He tried to take the Black Opal crown. Do you know about the Black Opal crown?
No, I don't. I came here on accident. I don't know anything about this place.
Oh, well, it's quite valuable. But besides that, the Wanti think that it can bring forth their god, Dendar the Night Serpent.
Oh, yeah.
That would be bad,
That
right?
would be very bad, because Dendar the Night Serpent will devour the world and send it into darkness, yada, yada, yada. I wasn't really paying attention when they told me.
Send the world into darkness, you say? Maybe I should hold on to this crown just in case.
Don't you think it should be destroyed or left where it is protected?
Powerful things like this take some ritual in order to destroy, but...
And, why shouldn't we hold on to it so that, maybe we get a hefty sum out of it and make sure it doesn't fall in the hand of the Wanti.
I'm fairly sure that acid pit a few rooms back could do the job.
We don't know that. We should hold on to it just in case.
I think
Darkness is Kyber's domain.
I think that it'd be best if the person holding on to it has no stake in this crown. Perhaps myself, Wally, or Baz.
Nope. Too much responsibility. Also, we gotta figure out how to get out of here first.
Do we want to kill this man?
Yes.
We'll take it to a
Unbiased
vote.
opinion.
Flint raises his hand.
Unbiased opinion, yes, extra bodies would be good. However, logic would dictate that if we've tried to kill this individual, that he will not have the same amount of caring towards us if we do resuscitate him. We might be able to fear tactics our way into bullying him into submission. However, knowing Hassan, that seems more like a situation that would cause a growth of resentment rather than compatibility.
It's only a matter of time before he stabs us in the back.
Again.
Besides, he hasn't been much help this entire time.
All right. Azrael walks over and slits his throat.
Jesus.
Artist had his hand raised, but just slowly lowers it. Well, okay then.
I'm sorry, artist. These are good people.
I thought I came in here with good people before, but then the good people died.
Hey.
Well, you're still nice.
I'm a realist. Now, Mr.
Well, I
Tesh,
can be happy in the fact that he did try and turn on us. And also the DM is happy to remove another NPC.
Mr. Tesh, the crown, please.
Get off your sheet. Get off this sheet. Mr. Gorbachev, get off my plane.
When we leave this place, may I take the crown with me?
If we make it out of this place, we can discuss it then.
Of course. Then by all means. And he's made sure not to touch it. He's just sort of balancing it on his rapier and just slides it off towards you.
As he does that, Baz will grab the crown with his gloved hand, just as Azrael takes it. So the two of them are both holding it. And he looks at Azrael very seriously, and he's like, "Can you look me in the eye and tell me that this isn't the reason you came here?"
He starts to float up as the imp makes him fly, so they're at eye level. Yes, I did not come here for this crown. I had not heard of this crown before 5 minutes ago.
And
He holds it for a little bit longer than he needs to. And you see his eyes kind of flicker down to Hassan's corpse to just kind of wordlessly imply what happens to people who crosses him, and he'll let go.
Places it in a pocket.
DM,
He
on
just
either
disappears into his cloak.
on either of these doors, is there another relief of a gaunt man with his hand raised?
Oh, is there? There sure is. In fact, first of all, hey, I accidentally reset. You guys were keeping track of how much hit points the NPCs lost,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
they
all of
reset
them.
from the short.
You've lost.
Yeah.
You've lost your responsibility. Yes, there is the image of a gaunt man. Painted on the inside of the slab is a male humanoid wearing a hooded cloak, once again with stars where his face should be. The figure holds up his right arm, which is severed neatly at the elbow.
That ain't good. Wally tucks his arm into his sleeve and just shows his elbow.
You tuck your arm into your sleeve and nothing happens.
Oh shit.
Tesh will prop up Hassan's body and then raise Hassan's right or left arm, so that way it's also in a similar like high five fashion.
If anything, then Wally pulls out his axe and just.
Okay. You chop off his arm so that it's severed neatly at the elbow, like the guy in the portrait. And you hold up Hassan like, "Look at me! Now open the door." And lo, it does not open.
Hey, so remember that blessing that you got, Mr. Tesh?
Tesh will look at this puzzle, sigh, look towards you, rolls up his sleeve.
Do you want to bite down on my belt?
I'm sorry, what's happening?
Well, clearly this individual, the puzzle is solved by raising your arm, but they have an arm that's severed. I have an ability where if I lose a limb, I can grow it back.
You know, that ability seemed awful specific at the time.
I thought so as well.
And the DM sure seemed quite tickled that you got that ability.
There.
Though, Tesh, when you roll up your sleeve in preparation to sever your arm, you noticed a mark on your arm that you hadn't seen before. There is an arcane sigil plastered on your
Forearm.
Forearm.
This just keeps getting better.
Nice,
Like a dragon mark?
It is an unknown sigil, but it is purple. Purple like the key that you used.
Unk.
How did Unk sound? Yes.
What is this? Are you familiar with this?
Ooh, I might be able to study it for a couple of hours, and maybe I'll figure it out then. But Moa, who is chilling in your brain as well, is like, yes, I've seen that one. That's Acererak's mark.
And what does that mean exactly?
What?
Would you like to share with the class, Moa?
I just know it from when he slew us. I don't know what the significance of it is.
Tesh is... It's just gonna start stripping, honestly.
Okay.
Good God, man, just give us a warning.
I am proud of my body, and I have no shame about this.
That's fine, but I didn't need to
This
see that, and I
is-
didn't ask to see that.
No, I didn't ask for this to be on my body, but apparently the mark of Acererak has found its way to me. I'm not sure what that means, but in order to see if it's anywhere else on my personage, I need to get a little naked, and for that, I don't apologize.
I'm gonna roll an Arcana check if I know what that is.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Jesus Christ, stay on the table. 14.
14. It sure looks like an arcane mark from somebody. It might be the source of what's giving him his charm. And there might be a way to remove the mark.
I could perhaps remove it.
However, do you know Lesser Restoration?
I could not remove it, but those who, if you have a lesser restoration spell, then you could do it.
I don't have one of those. The other option, cut off my arm. We solve the puzzle, rid ourselves.
Of your shield arm. Or your slashing arm.
momentarily. He would grow back.
Baz thinks to himself, what if it doesn't grow back and doesn't say it out loud?
Otherwise, if somebody else cuts off their arm, I believe the charm would let me regrow theirs, or is it specifically if I lose a limb?
I think it is specific to you.
So we have a few options here. But currently, lopping my arm off using my charm to grow it back afterwards seems like the most sound idea. Arguably, I am excellent at puzzles.
Do both doors have the same symbol on it with the armless man?
Yep.
Okay. Of course they do.
Button on the belt still on the option, table, Mr. Tesh.
I'll be fine.
All right. On 3.
Let's see where this bad idea gets us.
1, 2.
Roll damage.
My hand axe.
Ooh, we probably would have done a tourniquet first.
Yeah. You took precautions.
Yeah. Minimal 7.
Take that damage, Tesh, as you lose your arm.
Then Tesh, stands up, just...
Bear and grin. Cool. You show
Wally, just has Tesh's arm. Need a hand?
He gets knocked in the knee.
Flint laughs.
Flopping like a hand puppet.
But yes, raising your severed arm to the door, much like before, causes it to rumble, and the door opens. And you can hear elsewhere in the maze the other door opens as well.
I was gonna be so mad if it didn't work. God, what a dick move.
Tesh takes several deep breaths and then just focuses on baby hand. Just new arm.
Making a new arm.
Just shirt cocking.
I'm going to say it takes about 10 minutes for it to fully grow back.
You ever see Dragon Ball Z?
Yes, just...
I will also say, as you are growing it back, that that mark still remains. But you do feel that you have lost the ability to regrow another limb. So you have used your charm, but the mark remains.
Right.
All right, we better never have to do this again.
Starts putting his clothes back on.
This is going to be a strange request, but I'm going to stick this in the bag of holding so that no one can get, their mitts on it, cloned or tracking.
Again, after this whole adventure, I would particularly want my arm back.
You got it. Bag of holding.
And through this doorway, there is a stone staircase that leads down to another hallway.
Go down the staircase.
Scoop boop dee. I will say, yeah, sure, you took the 10 minutes to put your armor back on, and your arm regrows. And at the bottom of the staircase is a short hallway. To the left is that grand staircase. To the right is something. It is
another devil face.
6-foot-tall green devil face. Its mouth agape. Painted murals on the walls show faceless humanoid figures doubled over in pain, clutching at their heads and ears.
Now, Mr. Mr. Azrael, you said that these are portals?
Not necessarily. The
Travel
one I
lanes.
went into, I wound up on the level below.
And this one's mouth is agape, but there's not the endless void of darkness inside. But what is inside is a little lizard, and it crawls out and looks at you guys.
Oh God, This thing better be cute and not a
Animal
bad thing.
handling.
Sure, roll it.
I saw Frozen too.
24.
What would you like to do with your little lizard
Have
buddy?
him hop up on the hand and then just like.
He hops up on your hand, like looks around, and then waves at you.
What? What? I'm sorry,
Does-
what?
Does anyone here know Druidic?
Oh no.
No. Hassan did.
Hassan did.
Does
He's dead now.
Draconic count?
No.
Sure, it'd be. Guys, who said it would be a good idea to kill Hassan?
I've got Elvish and Undercommon. That's what we're working with here, guys. Also, thieves can't. Does this guy know sign language? Racket knew sign language.
Racket did, but this small lizard does not seem to. A quiet, squeaky voice. It seems to be trying to talk to you, Wally. But after realizing that you can't understand it, it just kind of shrugs and then like scares up your arm and hangs out on your shoulder.
Wait a second. Azrael, you have comprehend languages, don't you?
I don't think so.
Okay, sorry. I just thought that was a possibility. Carry on.
Oh, wait, hold on. He's gonna pull out some chalk and like hand it, like draw on the floor and then hand it to the lizard.
You were so sure.
The tiny little lizard, he's like 3 inches. He like takes the chalk in in like both hands and starts to write, but he writes in Druidic too.
Motherfucker!
Baz like yanks the chalk away from the lizard and he draws a little lizard on the ground and he points at the lizard and points at the picture of a lizard and says, "You're gonna have to work with us here, buddy." He jabs it back into the lizard's hands.
Time for pictographs.
He looks around and taps his head, and then he
Who
starts
here's
to
good at Pictionary?
he draws a few stick figures.
Mm-hmm.
The distinguishing feature of one of them is having a staff and like goat horns.
You were part of the adventuring party, and he'll hold up the staff.
Does he understand us?
He understands you pointing at the staff and looks forlorn.
How did you become, a lizard?
Doesn't
He
understand.
doesn't
I'm
understand.
pretty sure it was always a
Um,
lizard.
No. Perhaps he is. If he has been turned, perhaps I can turn him back, but what purpose would that serve?
Useful body.
More bodies.
Baz, you feel some movement in your armor, and
Ah,
Lord
oh
Finkelton
God.
sticks his head out, and he chitters at the lizard, and the lizard chitters back. And
I
it
keep
seems like-
forgetting that you're here.
it seems like they're having a conversation in Druidic.
Lord Finkelton knows.
Finkelton knew Druidic all this time?
And Minotaur, thanks for
He's a
bringing
good
it up.
boy.
He's a very good. He's a good man.
That's true.
Wow.
Wally just offer his hand down to the lizard and then prop him on his shoulder. He'll
Finkelton was the best of us.
Finkelton
draw
gives the lizard a thumbs up, and the lizard gives him a thumbs up, and they go to hide in your guys' armor.
Ah!
before that he'll draw like a cave mouth opening and then an arrow pointing outward to like little houses and then raise a thumb to the lizard.
Lizard's like, okay, let's do it. Let's go, buddy. I'm just another little lizard thing that you can that they decide to add into adventures just to make it fun. Baz, you notice a secret door on the north side of this chamber. Or this hallway.
Oh shit, there's a secret door here. I walk up to it and I look for the mechanism to open it.
Yep, you're pretty familiar with these now. You open the mechanism. And inside, you are immediately like hit with waves of heat as beyond in this cramped cell. It is alight and quite warm. The walls are scribed with relief carvings showing volcanoes setting cities ablaze. Rows of tiny holes are bored into the floor and the 10-foot high ceiling. A human skeleton embedded in the opposite wall holds an iron sconce with a burning red candle in it.
This seems bad. Seems bad. Baz turns around and just like gestures at it, like just presenting it to the rest of the group like, this looks bad, right?
Yes. Yes, it does.
With it being so hot, hey, guess what?
Hey, what?
Artist Simber is going to make things cool out. Using the Ring of Winter, he can cause the temperature to drop.
And causing the temperature to drop is a magical effect, right?
Yes.
Well, you can feel the temperature around you guys dropping, but the room maintains its heat.
Death to fire, dine or drown.
Well,
What's there to eat around here?
Do we have any water that we can use to try and smother this thing?
I have to dispel it. Is it magical?
Well, I mean, if Artist can't use his ring to mess with it, then probably, yeah.
Make an Arcana check, Azrael.
I will. I do so. How's it 9?
Uh,
I have +7.
well, Artist's magic didn't work, but surely yours can. You're just better than him, right?
Fuck, okay. I'm gonna take a step back and cast a spell magic.
It has no effect.
All right.
His face drops and he looks very upset that he just used one of his spell slots.
You should, as you realize that the room is encased in an anti-magic field.
Baz is going to get out a tarp or something and try and smother this fire with the tarp.
All right. You guys were standing on the outside. Who goes in to the room?
I guess it's going to be Baz.
Does anybody else go in with Baz?
I'll help Baz out.
Is Obalaka saying this is a bad idea?
Well, I mean, Obalaka is generally just telling you in the back of your head, like, you probably should make someone else do something. And Papazaddle's like, yes, make those worms do your tasks.
Well,
So
see,
I-
now you're agreeing with him, and it's making me less likely to listen to either of you.
I don't agree with him, but I just think you should watch out for
Wally puts a hand on Baz's shoulder, lifts the little lizard, and puts him on, like, Baz's other shoulder, takes the tarp. I could take a hit.
All right.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
You decided it.
Just in case he's also going to down a potion.
Just
Okay.
be careful, all right?
Down that
Oh.
potion.
Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wally'll gingerly step into the room.
And as you get close to the candle to smother it, you can hear, in Minecraft when you walk beneath, you're digging underground and you walk beneath a floor that has lava, you hear that sound. As lava starts to drip down into the room, I need you to make a
Ooh.
dexterity saving throw.
At advantage because I can see this.
Yes. But as you walk into the room, you feel the magic of your magic items being suppressed.
Do I also feel
Your spirits aren't unaffected.
okay, cool. That doesn't mean jack shit for me. 18.
Cool. You are going to take. Goodbye, Wally. 27 fire damage.
Yeah,
Ow, that's a lot of ouch.
it's still good.
As you
Fucking
move
ow.
forward, and do you douse the flame.
Is it a candle?
It is a candle. What do
He'll
you mean, like a candle?
he'll try to.
All right. Wally went in. I'm assuming no one else followed him.
Nah.
Well, Wally, you're on this adventure alone.
Forever.
As you guys see Wally have bits of lava land on him, he's like, ow, oof, and then he blows the candle and he disappears. Wally, actually, he disappears. Cut to break.
Ah, fuck.
Excellent. I am in love with this. We are going to try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes, so don't go to a place unless it's to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to indooradventure.redbubble.com, pick yourself up something nice, and we'll see you guys shortly. All right, everybody. See you soon. Stressful ukulele. Hello, everybody, and welcome. We're back. Wally has been separated from the party because he turned the lights off.
Because he was the brave boy that decided to tackle this challenge alone. And after getting spritzed on by some hot lava, he rushed forward and as everyone around you or in the hallway sees you blink out of existence there, Azrael, you feel that the anti-magic field in that room has been dispelled momentarily. What would you guys like to do?
Oh, can I do an Arcana check to see? Not because it's working. It worked so much recently.
Yeah.
I'd like to do an Arcana check to see if I know what just happened. Is it a transmutation or whatever?
Okay, yeah, go ahead, roll it.
No, it wouldn't be transmutation. But better. 19.
Yeah. You feel that he has been teleported to another room.
Oh. I don't know if we should shout, but I think he's in another room.
Is the candle still lit in there?
It is not lit, and the lava has stopped falling.
You know what? I think we may have made a mistake.
And when you say that, Wally, you blow out the candle. You feel a rush of air as you disappear from where you were standing. And when you reappear, you don't feel a rush of air. In fact, you try to breathe in, and you immediately begin to choke as you are teleported to a room with no light, no sound, and no air. You have 3 rounds before you suffocate. In this room is more sculpture reliefs on the walls. They show tornadoes uprooting trees and tearing cities apart. Embedded in the wall, much like the skeleton of a human in the first room, embedded in this wall is the skeleton of an Aarakocra. It is holding, its hands are out and is holding an unlit red candle. The words of the riddle, or of the riddle that Acererak gave you guys, death to flame, dine or drown, precious air, and falling sand. It seems like precious air probably isn't very helpful right now, or it would be very helpful. What would you like to do? You are muted, my friend.
He's gonna. So there's only reliefs on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an Aarakocra with a candle. If he takes out a matchbook and tries to strike it and light the candle, does it not light because there's no air here?
There's no air.
He's gonna try and eat the candle.
Okay. You try and eat the candle. And as you pull it out of the Aarakocra's hands, you kind of feel how brittle and light the bones of an Aarakocra are.
Fuck.
And chomp down on the candle, and nothing starts to happen. You are running out of time.
He yanks down on the Aarakocra arm
Mm-hmm.
and shoves the bone in his mouth and starts chewing.
You bite down into the bone, and I'd like to say you probably even shift as well, so it's more bestial biting down. And when you bite down into it, it's like a tube sealed up full of air, and breathe in this stale, disgusting bone air. And as you take a big gasp of air, as you were literally seconds from suffocating, you poof disappear again. And when you reappear, you are standing in a large tomb. This tomb is filled with terracotta warriors. They are kneeling in neat ranks around a polished wooden coffin. Between the warriors, 4 aisles scattered with broken pottery lead up to the coffin, whose painted lid shows a leopard with serpents sprouting from its shoulders. It is eerily quiet.
He's gonna walk up to the coffin quietly. Can I make to just like kind of circumnavigate the broken pottery on the floor, like a stealth check?
You can make a stealth check at disadvantage. Because you currently have Kubas on, your brave contender, being your kind of primary spirit, the clashing sounds of the Wongo in the back of your brain is screaming to shatter as many terracotta warriors as possible. But you maintain your composure and make a disadvantage stealth roll.
15.
15. My God. You barely nudge any of the shards of terracotta on the ground as you get up to the coffin.
Gingerly lifts the lid.
Make a perception check.
Oh boy. 15 again.
You gingerly lift the lid, and as you're lifting it, you spy a wire right inside that has just gotten taut as you lifted the lid. Seems to be a trigger for something.
He's gonna gingerly place it back and take out 2 daggers, and he's gonna try and look around the coffin for any seams to sleight of hand disable.
The best way that you think you can get at this is by the way that you just opened it. But I will let you make a dexterity check to sever the wire.
28.
Yeah. Okay. Schnick, you cut the wire, and you feel like you have disarmed the trap.
Gingerly lifts the lid.
You gingerly lift the lid, and inside are the bones of a Kamedan. On one end, that wire is attached to the lid. On the bottom, it weaves through, and there is a music box sitting amongst the bones. Also sitting amongst the bones is a mandolin.
What's a mandolin doing here? She shouldn't be here.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is it an instrument or is it a thing that you can slice vegetables with?
It is an instrument and not a thing that you can slice vegetables with.
Cool.
Otherwise, there is some other shinies in here. 200 gold pieces and a couple of moonstones.
Astrobetic, thank you for the raid.
Yay!
Raid!
At such a tense moment.
He's going to grab the gold and the moonstones, gently pat the commandant on the head, and then pick up the mandolin.
Cool. As you pick everything up and then pick up the mandolin. Do you pick up do you leave the music box where it's at?
Fuck no. If that activates, I'm dead. I'm gonna
Okay.
keep a tight grip on that shit.
But you pick up the instruments and 6 shadowy serpents slither out of the mandolin. Ooh, nice. And coil around your body. You hear a purring voice in your mind say, "I am not your enemy." And you can let Shigambi in.
If he
And
knew
Shigambi-
whispering would awaken these things. No, you let Shigambi in.
Okay. Shigambi is going to fight for your right to party.
Oh, I'm gonna lose my strength, aren't I? God damn it.
You might. Which one? Whomst is whomst?
Shigambi is the one on the right, the metal one that looks like.
They're both metal.
Not the red one.
Okay. Shigambi is copper. Your boy Kubazan prevails.
What would Shigambi have given him?
Shigambi harumps and says, "Well, fine. I guess you won't get an extra attack per turn."
Wait, what? Come back! Shit, come back!
That's right. That would be 3 attacks.
Would have gave that to
I
Baz.
didn't mean it, Bay. Come back.
Oh, I should have been in there. I would have panicked and died in the air room.
You might have. Also, you don't have a lot of constitution. Would have had less time.
I have fuck tons of constitution.
Oh yeah, no, you do. You got 19 now.
Yeah.
You would have had more time to panic. After swiping the things out of this sarcophagus, you see that there are no doors visible, but there are 3 arcane pads. One of them you arrived through.
Wait, sorry, repeat that?
There are no visible doors, but there are 3 arcane pads, one to the north, one to the east, and one to the south. You arrived through one of them.
Do I have to make another stealth check to...
Oh, yeah.
If I were just to book it to the south.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Because it wouldn't have been 10 minutes yet, so my beast form is still up.
Yeah.
Doing
Look
that.
to the south. Throwing caution to the wind, which Kubazan is a fan of. You run across these powdery shards, and in unison, the all of the terracotta warriors shift their gaze on you and draw their short swords slightly from their scabbards.
As they're doing it, Wally's running and shooting his pistol at them.
Okay, nice.
Just whooping and hollering down to the south pad.
That's very in character. It seemed like they were giving you a warning, and then you started shooting, and they all drew swords and started coming at you, and you jump on the pad. I need you to roll me a d4.
Oh boy.
Actually, no. Yes, a d4.
4.
The best one. You step on that pad. Arcane sparks shoot out the sides of it, and you disappear again. And then when you reappear, you are not yourself. You kind of slap to the floor and start bouncing around as you're suffocating, as you are a fish out of water. You have been polymorphed, my friend. In front of you is a cracked mirror. And I'm pretty sure the Quipper will suffocate after 0 rounds, and it only has 1 hit point. And after you suffocate, you come back to life as Wally.
That's such a dick move.
It's only the south one too. I'm so glad you picked that one.
Fuck. Well,
also, if the mirror was active and I didn't want to have to deal with that, that would have been a different story. Nights in the Courtyard, but you are back.
He's gonna navigate his way back to that corridor.
In the 2 minutes that Wally's been gone, you guys saw him disappear. The candle is extinguished. About 10 seconds passed, and the candle relit, and you guys could feel the anti-magic field come back up in that room.
All right, do we all do this as a group? Or do we give Wally
Did he
some
come
time?
back?
No.
Okay.
We're back in time again.
You are back in time.
We try
you guys
and
have
catch
to
up
make a
to
decision.
Wally.
Boy, I as
Anything
a player
could be
sure do
happening
not
in
want to
there.
go through this.
Yeah, same. God
All
damn
right.
it.
Show of hands. How long do we give him? I say if we don't see Walmorn in the next hour, we go after him.
I was going to say 5 minutes.
5
feel like-
minutes. What if it's a long tunnel and he's just getting to the end of it and then he dies? We need
I
to give
feel like
30 minutes.
both of those things, any amount of time is enough time for himself to get killed.
He could
already
be dead already, to be honest.
What
Exactly.
if the light only comes back on once he dies?
Well, I hope not. He's very...
Capable. That's what I've been saying this whole time.
We don't know anything. Is
He's
there any way for us to talk to him?
Does anybody have like a magical ability where they can send a message?
I don't. Definitely don't.
And it's
Not
not
either.
time that you guys are having this discussion when you hear some very distant and muffled whooping and hollering and some gunshots.
Okay, well, he's fine.
He's alive.
Oh,
The gunshots.
where's that coming from?
I don't know. It sounds like it's coming through multiple layers of stone.
Sorry, I keep... Ah,
I
You
feel
motherfuckers.
like if he's that loud, hooping and hollering, Joy?
He's-
I think that's Joy. We would probably hear him if he died.
Okay, but
The
if he
hooping,
is
hollering,
being...
and gunshots stop.
We should go where he is. Is anyone else? Where is that coming from?
I would just say we should probably wait a little bit on it. Not trying to belittle the situation, but Walmorn is capable.
if he needed help, then he should have asked for it.
Wally, which way do you take back? There was through the maze, which the doors are open,
If yeah.
and then there's through the main stairwell.
I'll go through the maze because I don't want to go through the fucking gargoyle room.
Yeah, you guys are kind of scared of the gargoyles.
Yeah.
I'm
Faintly,
scared of
they
the
hear.
maze room. You have to cut off your arm to get out of there.
If you activate the trap.
It got
It's just
better.
been activated. They faintly hear a mandolin playing, getting louder and louder, and
Ooh.
Wally's just like humming something.
Is it like when you get close to us? Is the dun 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 dun?
No, it's when a
Even
cowboy
when-
trades his spurs for wings from Buster Scruggs.
Of course
Oh.
it is.
I thought it was gonna be the song from Avatar. Even when you're lost, you can't lose the love because it's in your heart.
You see Wally come down the stairs, and there he is. Your good old boy Wally.
Wally, you did it. See, I told you he would do it. Very capable.
What it was on the other side? Are you all right?
Tomb.
We're in it.
One
More
of the
specifics,
Our
please.
gods.
One of the trickster gods' tombs. I found Shigambi.
Shigambi.
Yes, that's me. I'm here. You didn't want the extra attack, but that's fine.
Don't have
And
to rub
you
it
have-
in.
Collected Shigambi.
She's here.
Well, good. Is that the
I-
only tomb on this level? Have we gotten all the tombs?
You guys
me
would
check
know
my
that
map.
you have gotten every tomb of the trickster gods.
Hell yeah.
Well, then
So I had
it's-
to like get in there, blow out that candle. I bit into some Aarakocra bones, and then suddenly got some air in my lungs, and then I had to fight off like 3 or 4 of those clay soldiers.
What?
I got
clay
turned into a
soldier?
fish.
What?
There were
Air-
48 terracotta warriors in that room.
I shot 3 of them.
What was Aarakocra bones like?
Like a breath of fresh air, actually.
Baz suddenly has regrets.
And
Gross.
then we could nice-
Secret tunnel.
I'm sorry. We need to address that in Nights in the Courtyard. But all right. Well, we've gone through every piece of this. What's next? Do we continue?
Down below.
Yes, but the big stairwell is no longer an option.
There
So we
was the
need to use
side
a small
stairwell.
one.
You guys know that the secret stairwell did lead down another floor.
Damn, I'm a
And you
big-
also know that the main stairwell has a hole in it.
Not gonna lie, big fan of the secret stairwell, and I keep on hearing bad things about those gargoyles. God, who
Yeah,
even is that?
I got like molten lava dripped on me. Can we like sit down for a minute?
Absolutely.
But sit down near the secret tunnel. Safest
Through
place
the
that I know.
mountains.
The lizard hops off of Baz's shoulders and back onto you.
Hey, little fellow.
Where would you guys like to go?
Entryway of secret stairwell, area 26.
All right, you can go back to the secret stairwell. To get there, you do have to get through the ghoul door again. But yeah, just using using superior teamwork. Honestly, you only need a combined strength of 33 to open it, so you don't need to summon the Big B's hand. But whatever you like. You pass the ghoul door and are in your secret stairwell.
Okay.
Crammed in there like sardines.
Time for a rest. Rest?
Yes.
Rest and attune to
please.
this mandolin.
Does anyone need anything before I re-evaluate my books?
I think we're good.
What can you offer?
Dispelling magic,
Mm-hmm.
moving
What?
you somewhere,
wanna-
removing curses. Flint, do you need this?
You can remove a curse?
Yes.
Gestures to himself who has gone shaggy.
Would you like me to?
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
All
you
right.
guys, with the experience that you've had with Tesh's curse,
Mhm.
you can break the attunement with the item with remove curse, but you can't remove the curse from the item.
Okay, never mind. I like this thing.
We keep on coming across this problem. What about Teshi's weird Acererak mark? Can you take care of that with
I
remove
don't know
curse?
what this is.
Well, let's see. He like claps his hands together, rubs them. He's going to like place his little hands on the mark. I assume the arm grew back and it's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The skin has never been smoother, honestly. Like,
Oh,
Baby
Clear.
yeah, basically. And he's going to say a dark word, and then yeah, basically just a dark light.
Are you casting remove curse?
Yes, sir.
It has no effect. It does not remove a curse. It
My
was not a curse.
apologies. This is all I can do.
thinks about just cutting the arm off again.
Are you guys taking a long rest here? You said
Short.
short.
Shade.
Did the old arm we kept the old arm,
Yeah.
right? Does the old arm also have a mark on it?
Yes.
This disturbs me.
What if it's a good thing?
It's a mark of a Acererak. It's not going to be a good thing.
He could maybe just be a misunderstood hero. They're called anti-heroes.
Is that what you are, Mr. Tesh?
Well, I suppose I am anti-heroes.
I'm going to let you continue to think optimistically about this, but I will think as negatively as possible to make up for it.
And that is why you make an excellent bodyguard.
You know, if your arm didn't grow back, then I'd actually have to be your arm for you.
Play your cards right, Baz. We can still make this happen.
He goes and sits cross-legged at the foot of the stairs, and he's going to get out Lord Finkleton and give him some instructions.
What type of instructions?
Well,
And are you pantomiming them?
yeah, essentially. I feel like he squeak and squeaker, squeak, squeak, squeaking. I feel like
Give me manimal handling.
manimal handling. I don't think Vass has any experience in that.
Wally, that is an instrument of the bards.
Natural fucking 20.
Oh.
When he needs it, he does it. For a 23.
All right. What instructions are you giving your good friend?
He gets out that piece of paper that Tesh gave him with the drawing of Rinrin on it, and he writes some special instructions on the piece of paper. He folds it up. He gives it to Lord Finkelton, and the instructions are to get the fuck out of here alive if Baz doesn't, and get this to the people who needs it.
I mean, he looks at you as a mouse who doesn't have a place to carry items or anything would.
He's got a hat on, though.
It's a big piece of paper. He's a small mouse.
He'll fold it up.
Guys?
Make it into a hat!
Yeah, he makes it into a hat.
Oh, God.
It has Rinrin's face on the side.
Baby.
I think I can cast spells now.
Are you a bard?
No. Damn it.
You cannot cast spells yet.
Can't cast spells yet.
But maybe after the
Wishful
next level up, you
thinking.
can take a level in bard.
I was gonna.
You should take a level in Bard, I think.
Because the mandolin allows you to
Cast Cure Wounds,
at third
Dispel
level,
Magic,
and protection from energy, but lightning
Wow.
only.
Those are all really good things.
Fly, Invisibility, Levitate, Protection from Energy, and Protection from Good and Evil.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Anyway, you guys take a short rest.
I'm a Scald now.
You are at the top, or on the fourth level of this spiral staircase after your short rest, and I'm assuming you're going down to the bottom level.
We going down?
Yes.
I mean, you gotta buy me dinner first, but...
God damn it.
Here we are.
Don't you wish I died?
I could never wish that.
I couldn't let go of you. You're too damn cute. Anyway, you guys are on level 5, the Gears of Hate. Babe, if you would like to share the image
Sure.
of that.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
And you are in area 26. At the bottom of the staircase, it ends. There is a small door to the right, and then a passageway off to the south. There are puddles of viscid gray slime in patches covering the floor.
Gross.
Is there a
Don't
hallway?
touch the slime.
Yes. Well, avoid it if possible, but I don't know if we can.
Let me get a look at this.
There's also a door here.
There is a stone door on iron hinges.
I check it for traps.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
13.
13. You do not see any traps.
Okay. I carefully open it.
Okay. You peek open the door, or like creak open the door and look through. Beyond is a underground lake. There is a short staircase that leads down to a dock with 2 boats and an iron cage hanging from it. And DM's note here, you do not need to deal with this.
Okay.
So we can hasten things along.
Okay. Baz looks around, doesn't see anything important. Voice in the sky says, move on.
What you do see that will help orient
Move along.
your characters to this area is that there, from your vantage point, there are 2 large cogs with like stone rooms on them here, and the one directly in front of you has a column leading up into the ceiling, and you think that's probably where the center staircase hole led to.
All right.
There are chains hanging from the ceiling, and there are actually some tomb dwarves swinging around amongst the chains, like doing repairs.
Intriguing. Baz will quietly point all these things out and then close the door gently so those tomb dwarves don't see him.
Right.
Quick and quiet then.
There is a hallway to the south.
Did you say this is what we don't need to deal with?
The what?
The waterways?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't need to go into the lake. The waterfall from the
66.
first level leads down to here.
Oh,
Okay.
neato.
All right. I will float over I will fly over the goo on the ground and land where there's no goo and look down the hallway.
Yep, the hallway takes a bend and then ends in a dead end, but you can probably assume that's a secret door.
Can we skirt around this goo if we're
Yeah.
careful?
By being careful and moving slowly, you're able to skirt around the goo, taking care not to take any steps in it.
Can I make like a nature or survival or nature check? Is this like beholder goo?
Make a survival check.
18.
This goo is otherworldly, but it is not. You saw beholder goo that was like purple with little eye stalks out of it. This is just like really gross, viscous slime.
Well, as far as I can tell, it ain't beholder goo.
Yeah.
Hop, skip, jump.
Hop, skip, jump. And you hop, skip, and jump and make it to the secret door, which you can activate on this side. And that leads into a north-south running hallway. To the north, it takes a slight bend before opening into a dark, large room. But to the south, it intersects another hallway that is lit with lights. Although you immediately are brought to your attention not only is brought to it being lit by lights, there is something scrawled in dried blood on the ceiling.
I like that. What does it say?
It reads, "Awaken, Napaka."
Napaka is the queen?
Yeah, you guys just raided her tomb. Not more than like 3 hours ago.
Dried blood on the ceiling. Right here at this intersection where the
Yep.
secret door is?
Like just to the south of that, right before you get into the that hallway.
Technically, she
You've
did
al-
awaken.
Wally will gesture for the was it not obsidian?
Oh, the scepter?
Adamantine scepter.
Adamantine scepter.
Oh, yeah, I think that we like scramble and like somebody goes into the bag of holding and we pass it up to him.
All right.
Might need it.
Your options are north and south.
From Wally's understanding, north would lead into the like waterway area, or at least next to it. So maybe south.
It would lead in, based on what the information Baz passed off, it would lead into one of those giant cogs that was sitting in the water.
What do y'all think?
I would say I would like to at least look at every location that we can. The reason I came along was specifically for, well, like you, Wally, something of importance to me.
Well, I'm afraid of going anywhere near anything that's capable of moving, just in case we lose the ability to come back to where we were before.
So let's see if this southern way leads us to where we need to go. And if it doesn't, then we know at least where we've gone.
Tesh, you asked your spirit, Moa, about
The
your
Eye of
quest item.
Zoltek.
Yeah. He relays to you that he doesn't know where it is exactly, but it's close.
Moa believes that what I seek is close.
So if you want to investigate, as much as possible. I think we save those cogs for last then.
All right. Go south then.
You go south. There are large puddles of gray slime that spread across the floor of this 10-foot wide and gently sloping hallway. Candles flicker on riveted sconces, casting dim light across a sequence of sculpted reliefs depicting humanoids with bestial heads kneeling before a black star. At the lower end of the hall, a thick purple drape hangs wall to wall. At the other end, at the top, the hallway ends in more wall that with carvings on it.
We didn't get a plaque for here, right?
You have not seen a plaque.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is the furthest down you have been yet.
that's right.
Oh boy.
Go forward to see the carvings, but I'll be careful while doing it.
Don't touch anything for the love of the gods.
What?
There are just tons of carvings of all these different animal-headed humanoids lining this hallway. On the easternmost part of the hallway, there is a big purple drape curtain hanging across the hallway. On the west side, it slopes up, and then it just ends. What would you guys like to do?
Let's go. I feel like if there's a ramp that suddenly just ends, that probably is an indication that it's actually leading to something.
Agreed.
All right. Baz investigates.
Yes.
Which way?
Well, he specifically
or
mentioned the ramp, so he'll investigate the ramp then. The top, the up.
The up
The
on
up.
the west side. You make your way up to the west side, and as you get closer to where this wall terminates, you realize that it is in fact a secret door.
Well, you were right, Tash. I try to open the secret door.
Despite all the secret doors you've been dealing with, you can't find a mechanism to open this.
Huh.
Wally'll hand Baz the rod.
I take.
However, because Tesh was looking at the kind of figures on the walls, the sculpture, the reliefs, you see that on the south side of the hallway, one of the reliefs actually has a depiction of a crocodile-headed humanoid holding up a trapezoidal chest, and there is a keyhole in it,
No,
like an actual keyhole.
Um.
Down there.
Wait, who had the key that had the alligator on it?
That was me.
Azrael, would you humor me for a brief moment? I would like for
Yes.
you to, motions to the keyhole on the alligator-headed humanoid.
He very coolly flips the key in his finger, kind of puts it between a few of them, and and then looks at the size of the key to the size of the hole. This bee gonna fit?
You think that it would fit?
He teases it in slowly, and puts it in and turns the key.
And click, clunk, chunk, chink. There's a small crawlway that opens up where that carving was.
Now, when you say small,
Like the other crawlways, it doesn't pose much of a problem for you, but all of your larger friends, it is uncomfortable. Wally
can I
and
take the
Baz-
key out?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can remove the key.
Okay.
The passageway stays open. Wally and Baz. Wally was handing Baz the scepter, correct?
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I I mean, like, they seem to be starting to figure it out, so Baz just kind of holds the scepter and watches.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna move off the ramp.
Off how? Into the crawlway, because that's the only way off of this. That's the only way off of Mr. Bones' wild ride here.
Ah,
don't like the way
I
you
see.
called that.
Okay, yeah.
What if we go back east and then up into that hall space?
Like back in the way you came?
Yeah.
Okay, you can.
Baz hands Azrael the scepter and says, "Good luck." Walks back and goes, stands in that hallway, pokes his head back around to watch.
You gonna be all right, Mr. Azrael?
Yeah, like looks back at the group, looks in the hall, and he's just like, I guess. And he's readies himself and starts moving into the hole.
All right, into the hole you go.
Into the hole we have to go. Don't want to, but we have to, though.
I am just checking one thing. Okay. The crawlway leads, it kind of bends around the corner and then bends around again. And when you get around the next corner, it opens up into a small room lit by candlelight. You notice two things when you look into this room. Sitting on the pedestal is a gemstone. A large ruby with spikes kind of pointing out all over the place, kind of like the depiction of the coronavirus, but as a ruby.
Fair.
And it is sitting on a pedestal. To the right of that, and taking up almost all of this room, is this large statue thing set on wheels.
I'm gonna go ahead and just do a check to see if there are any traps in here.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Wally's leaning outside of the hole. Mr. Az!
11.
Could Tesh
What?
fit in there?
Yeah, Tesh can fit in there.
I'm
Tesh can
going
follow.
in with Azrael.
All right, you do.
What?
Just making sure you're all right.
Where are your guys' NPC companions? Who are they hanging out with?
Artis is hanging back out in the hallway by 62A, just like...
With Baz. Hanging with Baz.
And Dragon Bait,
Baz and the NPCs are just chilling in the hallway.
We're doing the Scooby-Doo totem pole. Yeah.
Of course. Wally's standing at the crawlway entrance, and Az and Tesh are in this entranceway. Tesh. That looks a lot like what you think it looks like.
This is a glorious day, friend Azrael.
What is it?
The perfect brush. The perfect tool to create the most perfect great work that's ever been in House Valarin. The Eye of Zoltek.
I'm sorry, you'll have to run that by me again.
I'm not from around here.
I understand that.
There is a great war where I am from.
Okay.
The Eye of Zoltek would allow me to end that war, ushering in an era of peace.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yes.
By ending this war, do you mean killing everyone?
No. That would
What
be
did-
insane.
All right. Well, you know,
I feel like you should roll an insight check against
I
that.
feel like I should.
I mean, it depends on his what he thinks he means.
He
He
probably
might
doesn't.
think he's not.
I'm-
17.
I am telling the truth. I'm not going to kill everybody.
Oh,
And it
boy.
will end the war.
So you think?
I could roll a deception check against it.
I think Azrael, it's not that he it's like he's saying here. He thinks he's doing good here, and it might be good, but it seems a little sus. Not that he's lying. You know that he's not lying.
Are you talking the sculpture or the gem?
The gem. Why would I need the sculpture? It's the eye of Zoltek, not Zoltek and the eye.
Right. What does it do?
It's going to be a power source.
For?
My masterwork.
You know, I've studied with a lot of different warlocks, and, you know, speaking around what you're actually trying to say is second nature to me. Would you mind being more forthcoming with your answers?
I am being as honest and forthcoming as I can be under Kuiper's blessing.
What is your masterwork?
It's a way to end the war. A show of force. It will be done anonymously, of course. Are you familiar with the Mummer's play of The Watchguard?
No.
A group of adventurers with incredible power, and one of their own from a former adventuring party does a brilliant plan. A plan where they create a threat of something like a beholder or a, what is it? They're like giant psychic catfish. And they throw that into the middle of one of the, one of the cities of Eberron. The threat of something from beyond was enough to unite the peoples. That is what I am seeking to emulate.
I see.
A true
Who
hero.
watches the Watchguard?
Well, do you mind? I see. Perhaps this is a conversation for later. This item is something you want.
It is the one reason and the one reason alone why I came to this place.
And will you be leaving as soon as you gather it?
As soon as we complete our journey. This item does not allow me to immediately transport and leave everything behind. What would I say to Baz? He is my oldest friend on this journey, and I promised that I would bring him with me. Wally, I have also offered a job for. I care about these people.
Technically, Artis is your oldest friend.
Artis.
Oh, yes, of course. Artist. All right.
Artis and Dragon.
If you can take
both.
the gem, then you can do with it as you wish. But however, I do think that the group should know.
Should know what?
Your intentions with it.
Why would that matter? We're here
Because
in
some
this
people
place.
care when others die.
No one is going to die.
I'm gonna insight check that one.
That is a straight deception
Press-
on my part.
press X to doubts.
It's a 12.
I don't know. Roll your deception.
All right. Kyber's blessing upon me, friend.
Oh boy.
That is a 26.
Okay. I mean, I guess no one's gonna die.
Holy shit, what's your deception?
My deception is a +2 + 1d4.
Oh my
He's a
god.
Mark of the Shadow Elf.
All right.
I rolled an
Wait a-
18.
Wait a second. Nights in the courtyard for you, sir, and no one else.
The answer is yes, Danae.
I would like to know Knights in the Courtyard. Anyway,
Well, then, if you can take it.
if you want it so much, it's yours.
And with a sigh of belief, both hands
Cool.
on it. Pop.
Oh, you can feel the power.
Really feeling it.
What I feel?
And also when you feel the power, there is a shunk as the secret wall disappears. And Wally, ahead of you, where that secret wall was, is this big rolling thing. And its eyes light up. And
he sees probably Baz and not Baz, Tesh and Azrael. And he goes, "Hey guys!" Oh no!
Everyone roll initiative.
Got 20.
I need to learn to not put 20 at the top of my list. Tesh.
Tesh got a 12. Artist got a 18.
All right. Baz.
Baz and Flint both rolled 19s. And I think Flint has the higher dex.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Azrael.
Azrael rolled a 16, and Dragonbait rolled a 17.
Damn it. I think that's everybody. You'll be happy to know that I rolled a 4 earlier for this thing's how do you say, initiative, and so a -5 to initiative makes it a -1, so it goes first.
Welcome to Calem's world.
I'm kidding, it doesn't go first. Wally, what do you do?
Deer in headlights for a moment. Bonus action shifts, and he's gonna run down the hallway to where Baz and everyone is and just dive in.
If he went first, that would be nuclear Gandhi rules.
That's a Knights in the Courtyard.
That is a Knights in the Courtyard.
Gosh, we have a lot of those. Flint, I think he stays behind. Baz.
Yep. That seems bad. He's gonna fuck right off. He's gonna he's gonna bonus action hide in the hallway that he's already in.
Cool.
And then just like get out his bow and ready an action to attack anything that comes around. That is an enemy. Anything that is not a pre-established member of this party.
All right. And you're readying an action to attack. You would get 2 attacks because attacking is an action.
Yes, thank you for reminding me.
Artist and Dragonbait are hiding behind you, ready for whatever happens. So it's up to Azrael and Tesh before this thing acts. Azrael first.
It's up to us to do what?
I mean, whatever you want.
It's moving forward?
It hasn't moved yet, but you can sense that what was at first seemed like an inert object is now very alive and very ready to roll, if you know what I mean.
Hey.
Is this something that I could dispel magic with?
No. It seems to be like a construct.
Not a monster?
Not a monster, a construct.
Balls.
And I'm going to share a very fun picture.
Oh boy.
Oh no. There's a lot of great art in this.
There is a lot of good art in this.
Boy, I could sure blow it up with a fireball, but there's not much else I could do. I'm going to cast with my... He's going to pull out his... Oh boy. He's going to pull out his wand, flick his wrist at it, and throw some powdered iron in the air. And I need to have him, this construct, to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Cool. Hopefully I don't fuck this up.
What type of damage is this?
Don't worry about it.
How's a 24?
Oh boy, that makes it. Never mind.
What did you try to cast at it?
Enlarge, reduce.
It has a mutable form.
Great.
Any spell that would change its form automatically fails.
He like does this, and it's like this like really showy thing, and then he's like, well, that's all I have, Mr. Tesh.
Are you kind of still in the crawlway?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back in there since that's a safe space.
Tesh. You are muted, my friend.
Tesh is behind it.
This is true.
I'm gonna stab it twice.
Cool. Roll it.
Yeah. Does a 9 hit?
No.
Okay. Or I guess it'd be an 11. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Modified 20?
Yeah.
Sweet. I am also going to include my last second level spell slot. Is this an undead?
It is not. It is a construct.
Okay. That is going to be for 9 points of magical piercing and 6 points, or not 6, sorry, 7 points of radiant.
Cool. Hell yeah, you stab at this large construct.
And then I back up and also go into the hole.
All right, you back up and go into the hole, and this thing waits. It's going to ready in action.
I don't like that.
Wally.
Wally's gonna peek his head around the corner. Is it just sitting there menacingly?
It's just standing there menacingly.
He's gonna ready an attack that when it passes by this, he's gonna try and hit it.
I think we're playing the waiting game here because we have two people that are not with everybody else and everyone else who is in a different place.
Question.
Yeah.
Can I see this thing from the tunnel?
Yes.
Eldritch Blast from inside the tunnel?
Okay.
Just every time it passes by me in the initiative, if no one else is doing anything, just pew, pew.
Hey, Az, remember that adamantine scepter you have?
It's with Baz.
Nope, I gave it to Az.
Ah.
And I said,
Yes?
good luck.
Maybe?
I'm going to say that scrawled on the bumper plate of this thing is the name Napaka.
Can you take it for
You're
a
gonna
drive
have to
with
walk
the
me through this, my friend.
Maybe go and smashy?
Hit it with the scepter.
Touch its
Wacky,
rumpus.
wacky, smashy, smashy.
The lid.
Bap it.
Azrael looks at the rod, looks at the thing, looks at Tesh, and is like, hands it off. Like, I'm 3 feet tall. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm a caster. I'm not gonna hit this.
I swear to God, guys, this has got to be the first time the DM handed a player a stick and we didn't immediately use it to whack the first thing we could see.
Yep.
I'm a caster. Okay, that's not what I do.
I'll take it. I'm gonna hit this thing's butt and smack it.
Cool. Roll an attack, please. Just strength.
That's a 19 on the die.
Don't roll damage as you take the adamantine scepter, whose sole purpose is to destroy the stone juggernaut Napaka, and you bap it on its tailpipe, and it just turns to dust and falls.
Well, you see, we just had to bap it on its tailpipe.
This thing is a siege monster. Knights in the Courtyard.
Oh my God.
Well,
This is gonna be a beautiful Knights in the Courtyard. Now.
Wally
doesn't
pokes his
matter.
head around the corner. It's gone. He looks the other way.
Tesh gives a big bow when Wally looks over towards him.
Y'all all right over there?
I have never felt better. Let's continue.
All right.
I didn't have to get rid of the mirror of life trapping. I could have just...
You know, you could have like pass walled the floor and then it got stuck, right?
I don't
Pass
have
wall
that
doesn't stay up
ability.
that long enough.
You know what, hon? If we get through, we're gonna.
If we finish on time, then I'm happy.
Passwell stays up for an hour.
We're gonna.
No,
get
it doesn't. Not here.
caught up
Oh,
with
not
something.
here. Fuck. All right. Yeah. The tomb.
We continue on.
You continue on.
Yeah, we do.
The only ways out are to check behind that purple curtain or go to the north.
I found what I was looking for. Anybody else looking for a specific thing down here?
Oh, I found what I was looking for.
Baz, your whole thing has been being a hero, soulmonger, all of that.
I'm looking for the
guess.
exit.
As now,
Behind that purple curtain. It's not. You continue to the north. I'll talk about that room in nights.
God damn it. Okay. Sorry, whenever you call him Az, I think you're talking to Baz.
Sorry, Azrael. It's just such a long name.
That's why
No, it's not.
That's why I
It's
called
not.
him Little Big Gnome and decided to shorten it to LBG.
All right, LB. Anyway,
looking for game.
I'm not sorry.
So going north,
Go north.
north.
Yeah.
north you go. The hallway bends slightly and then opens up into this room. A pungent stench fills this pentagonal room, the walls of which are covered with riveted sheets of iron. A wild garden full of sickly plants and rotting compost takes up most of the interior, and a narrow path hugs the walls between two exits. Jutting from the middle of the garden is a 6-foot-tall rusty sprinkler.
Huh.
In the ceiling above the sprinkler, a 10-foot wide shaft leads straight up. And wouldn't you know it, standing on the ceiling looking down at you guys is a skeleton key.
Oh, standing on the ceiling?
Yeah, he's just standing upside down looking at you guys,
I fucking shoot it.
and he starts to run away. Roll an attack.
Okay. I would like to roll initiative against it so that I can get my assassinate if I roll better.
I would
Go for it.
also want to shoot this thing with some Eldritch Blasts.
It got a 10 on initiative.
I got 14. Here I come, motherfucker.
Should we all just roll ourselves into initiative?
You all, from your previous initiative, beat it.
Kill.
This is the octagonal skeleton key.
22 to hit?
Yeah, it's a critical.
Okay. You're right. You're right, it's critical. Let me just remember to roll my critical damage here.
A 16 to hit.
20,
Yeah.
20 piercing damage.
Okay, that is
and
more than enough to kill it.
17 sneak attack damage.
That is also more than enough to kill it.
Sorry, I just wanted to show off.
Can Wally kind of like just get under it and catch the skull as it falls?
Yes, and as you like slide, you kind of have to pick your way through some brush, but you're quick enough, and you get to it and like catch the head, and then like all the skull, the bones like pile up on top.
Huh. Neat.
Xylophone noises.
Yeah, and you dump out the bones. That is what is in this room. There is one exit to the west, the northwest, and the exit that you guys came in through.
I guess we go the one way we can go.
Cool. You move into the next room, and acidic stench fills this pentagonal chamber, which has two exits. The walls are covered with riveted sheets of iron, and the pock-marked stone floor has a large puddle of gray slime in the middle of it. Friezes or sculptures or reliefs along each wall just beneath the ceiling depict 5 black dragons.
I love this place. This one's nice.
Well, what do the black dragons do?
Acid.
They all do. Well, And then he just points at the slime on the floor. I feel like you're gonna love this place a whole lot less once acid starts spitting in your face.
There is one exit to the west and the way you came in.
I'm gonna give a wide skirt around that gray ooze if we're walking that way to the west.
Yep.
Yep.
And you skirt around that ooze. You do. The next hallway has a bit more ooze in it. It kind of makes a big enough puddle that you can't really skirt around. You'd probably have to jump over, but you each have enough movement and jump to be able to do so. But it is just kind of annoying. It is like only a 5-foot wide passage, so you could like do the
Spider-Man
climb. The Spider-Man. And you get into the next room. I will give you a handout here in a second, but a 4-foot high, 7-foot wide iron lectern in the middle of this rusty iron-plated room is topped by a slanted control panel. Set into the control panel are a gold lever with a star-shaped handle,
Oh no.
2 dials in red and blue, and 2 buttons of the same color.
I hate it.
Wall engravings behind the control panel show 5 groups of circles, with a small crystal embedded in the wall under each one. The crystal under the configuration labeled 3 glows bright green. 3 6-inch diameter rusty iron pipes jet from the wall above the engravings. And if you will give me 1 second, should have had this handout handy, if you know what I mean. There is ooze, slime on the ground, and when you get into this room, you get some musings from your spiritual companions. Wongo doesn't like this machine, this control panel. He urges you to smash it, as he urges you to smash many things. Unk tells you, Tesh, that if you give her like maybe an hour, 2 hours a day, she could probably figure out what this does. And Papazotl, although I think Baz kind of pushes his thoughts off to the side, tells you that he's seen this one. The blue controls will work. The red controls are just garbage. And linked is the control panel.
So
What do the red controls do?
Oh, they're baleful, awful things. What's your passive insight?
My passive insight is a number that is going to be high, 17.
You can tell he's probably just got something against the color red.
Great.
He is so useful.
Oh, good.
So Shigambi, do Kamedans like head scritches?
Oh no.
I mean, I never got any head scritches.
Oh no, I wish I could give you some.
Well, my physical form was usually reserved for killing people.
Wait, is there? Oh no. There's like
Oh, John.
there's a thing on the wall that like displays stuff.
Yes, there are
Is
5
there
patterns on the wall.
okay? Is there enough information here for us to assume that it has to do with the gears that are outside?
Well, they are pentagonal shaped, and you were just in 2 pentagonal rooms.
Checks
Do with
out.
that information as you will.
I'm guessing then the star-shaped lever would deal with whatever the star-shaped room is on the side of these pentagonal.
These don't have anything to do with the skulls, right?
No.
No.
This is
And the furthest one this way was the way we got in.
far as I can tell.
No.
We have
3.
explored everything that we can get to from here. So, if we want to go further, He just kind of gestures to the controls.
We'd want to turn that far right one, so not the first configuration. What's to say that there are different control rooms like this, and we're gonna have to coordinate?
Wait, hold on. Number 3 is lit up, right?
Yeah, that's the
Yes.
configuration.
That's what we're in now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, maybe that symbol underneath. This is great for an audio cast.
Yes,
Sorry.
of course.
Is the juggernaut, because it's like a platform on 2 wheels.
Oh, it says where everything is. I see.
Star-shaped lever on the far left. So we'd want
Okay. No, that's
2
showing
blocks
where
off the star.
that star is a "you are here" symbol, essentially.
Yeah. We'd want 5. 5 opens up into no, because then that's there.
Well, we're gonna have to put some. We're gonna have to leave somebody somewhere.
We're gonna have to split the group, basically.
So we're gonna have to split the party.
Can we move each thing separately, or do they all have to move in the same course? Because if we can pick and choose, we would want to do star 3 and then middle chamber. I don't know which one we would want middle chamber with.
I feel like these are threaded gears.
Yeah.
You can't move them independently. They all move.
All right.
Wally's gonna hand someone the bag of holding, some of his gear, and the lizard, and he's gonna stand at the control panel.
I'll take it.
He's gonna eye the pipes and look to the rest of the party. This shoots acid at me. It's been something.
Hold on. Last time we left you alone, you got turned into a fish.
He got better.
I got better.
Do we not have an imp here for just such an occasion?
Steps away from the control panel.
Now, follow up. If that imp gets melted with acid, we might get stuck.
Right, so we can have somebody. I'll wait here with the imp. I could take a beating, like I said.
Do we have any spare potions that we can hand him?
I think you guys might be fresh out of potions.
I have a potion. I have 2 potions of greater healing.
Okay.
Yep, I'll give you
Take that.
both. Don't need them.
He will put them aside somewhere safe. All right.
Hey, babe, remember that room I told you to erase? I finally realized why it's there. I'm just erasing what's inside of it, but it exists.
Okay. Should I unerase it?
Leave an X on the gold thing, but the hallway remains.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Imp.
Because I realized finally why it is there.
How it works?
Yeah.
Okay.
It only took me reading this book 10 times to understand why that was there. Anyway, what would you guys like to do? Help me.
Well, we need to decide where we need to go. Sorry if I speak plainly here. I can't accent and puzzle at the same time.
Well, the thing is, we don't know what configuration is what. All we know is that up and up means 3.
We need to figure out a way that leads us to a hallway or something, not just an empty room, because we are looking for a set of stairs or some other means of going even further down. So
Azrael can communicate telepathically with his imp, correct?
Yes.
Is the imp capable of speaking common?
Good question. The answer is yes.
Okay. So you can communicate through your imp to communicate with Wally if need be.
Okay.
So we all stick together so we don't get super separated. Right. And Wally stays here with the imp and works the controls.
Sounds good.
Okay. I say we go to God.
Well, before that, let's just check what configurates what. While we're all in this room, we don't get trapped on any side.
Okay. Looking at all of the configurations, there are no configurations where the first tower, the first gear. I'm going to refer to the gears as first, second, and third as like the leftmost, middle, and first, second, third.
The light indicates what the current configuration is, but we have to wait for it to shift. So we need to find out what does what.
There is no configuration where the first gear is useful to us. So I say we move to the second gear first, and then go from there.
All right, so all we got to do is work out which configuration is what, that gear, and then have the imp do it while we're in the second. Well, in the second gear. So he's going to ask the imp to turn both dials to the left.
He does so.
Okay. Didn't expect you to turn two at the same time.
Oh.
Oh, is it just one? We didn't know.
All right. He turns both the dials to the left.
Uh-huh.
Two things happen. The green gem that's lighting up moves to number 2.
Okay.
Wunderbar.
The second thing that happens is you all hear a voice in your head that says, "What now, Gora?" Oh. You all are new. What are you doing in my domain?
Our best.
Sorry, who's speaking? This is an open line.
Who else is on this phone call?
You're on speakerphone.
You're on speaker. I just want to let you know.
All right, hold on. I forgot his name already.
Oh, good. It's not Acererak.
Yeah, right?
This guy kind of sounds friendly. It's fine.
We just fucking phone up Acererak. Hey, how's it hanging,
Hey,
bro?
buddy.
Excuse me, sorry, can I put you on hold?
My name is Glirul.
Galirul.
Who I have the pleasure of speaking to.
My name is Wally.
I am the Dark Gnome.
The name's Flint.
Baz?
My name is Teshvael Kybrin de Falarin.
Your middle name's actually Kyron?
It's a
Nods.
strong family name.
Artist Simba. And
This is
Dragonbait
Dragonbait.
smells of himself.
Aw.
Well, this should be interesting. I haven't had someone new to talk to, and time does get away from me. And Gore is so droll. Tell me about yourselves.
Before we do, just checking. Do you have a corporeal form? Do you have a way that you could appear to us?
Yes, but I don't think you'd want to see me.
Well, if you haven't had company in a while, we could always have tea.
My dear friend, I have made deals with demons and devils. I don't think that your appearance will be shocking.
Wait, hold on. Will we be incinerated if we see you? Maybe we don't want to see you.
It would be quite wet.
Gross.
Just
That's fine.
He's just wringing his wrists.
Anyway, you telepathically you get the sense that he's pouring himself a cup of tea, and starts to inquire. Tell me about yourselves. Do go on. It's been so long since I've heard about It's been so long since I've heard about the outside world.
Oh my god.
And we can extrapolate from data that this thing just wants to know about you guys. But you know, we could play that out.
I'm an assassin.
How much are you willing? How much do you tell this guy?
Not much.
I tell them as much about Kyber as they are willing to hear.
Oh, he's actually pretty interested in Kyber. He's heard of her.
Another true believer.
Well, it's been eons.
Oh, you old?
So old. Sometimes I feel like my mind just slips away.
I understand how that can be sometimes. I had a cursed sword earlier on in my travels.
Which one of these doodads summoned you, by the way? Or the mind voice thing? Was it the blue one or the red one?
Oh, I don't know how that contraption works. Whatever. Gora just uses it to make sure all the traps are working well.
Who's
Sometimes
Gora?
talks to me.
Who is Gora?
The custodian. The weird guy with a mask.
Withers!
Ugh. He likes to call himself that weirdo.
If they're willing to listen, they get the full country rundown.
This guy
like-
will literally listen to you for hours.
Well, Jim still owes me like 5 copper, but you know what? What's 5 copper among friends?
Mr. Wally, please. This is an open line.
You see
We're
Wally
all
shift them.
talking in your own heads.
Wally shifts both of the levers back to the middle.
When the imp turned them to the left, they sprung back to the middle.
Ah, okay. So that's the default position. If he turns the blue one just one to the right.
The green gem pops back to the center. Meanwhile, Tesh is talking about Kyber to Guru.
Wally's gonna turn the red to the right.
Mid Kyber rant, the connection is severed.
Oh, whoops, sorry. Turns back to the right, left.
I lost you there for a second. That would have been so sad.
I'm sorry, I touched the red one. This one, he'll point to the blue one, shifts it in increments of 1. So we go stand in the second gear, have your imp turn it left a couple of times, and bam, boom, bam.
Bish, bash, bosh.
We can move
Bob's
on.
your uncle.
Or actually, just turn it left, and then it'll pop back to stage 2.
You didn't hear any like movement when the light moved.
I'm guessing you need to pull that.
Pull the lever.
What is the light on currently?
It's on 3, but Wally will flick the blue switch left one to set it to 2, and then pull the gold star.
Cool. You pull the gold lever, and when you pull it down, it locks in position. And then a bunch of gray viscous slime starts pouring out of the pipes. And behind you, a how you say a door closes, something that was concealed. It's there, right? No? Was I just insane? Was there nothing concealing this room? Maybe it's been a long day. Yeah, no. 1 second. We're going to call it a day in just a second. I was wrong. There's nothing that conceals the room. I was just kidding. Don't worry about anything else that you could do. Anyway, you pull the lever. Gray ooze starts pouring out of the pipes and is starting to like really just pour into this room. And Ghoulie rules like, ooh, I wouldn't have done that.
Is it push?
What?
It is stuck in position.
Jesus Christ.
Assumptions make an ass out of me, I guess.
Sir, we're trying to get out. Do you mind giving us any information on how to do that?
If I had information, I wouldn't be here now, would I?
Fair.
Wait. Mr. Mind Voice said that Withers comes down here to reset the traps.
Glug, glug, glug. Slime is pouring into this room.
Are you gonna? Oh
Just
God.
gonna
Break
blue
it, break
button.
it, break it, break it, break it.
He's
Oh,
gonna
you
push the blue button.
You press the blue button, and you hear the grinding of gears. It's kind of like metallic screeching, like in a subway when the subway cars are going.
Mm-hmm.
And the doorway, it's one to the left, right? On two.
Yeah.
The doorway behind you rotates out of the way. But glug, glug, glug as some of the slime is pouring into this room. And pretty soon you won't be able to. It's like covering the front half of the room.
All right. He'll shift it back to 3, hit the blue button, and tell the imp, when Mr. Azrael gives you the command, swap it to the left, and then hit that blue button. Godspeed, friend.
Ace is just like, what?
Shift it how far to the left?
Once. Just turn it 1 left. The blue knob.
Back to 2?
Yeah. And then hit
this
the blue
button. Not this button. Can someone get me some tape?
Quill, do you have any tape?
Why would I have tape?
No, man, I'll ask Gamora.
When you pass off that knowledge, and I think that's where we'll call it for tonight.
Yeah! So first off, I would like to say thank you to Tyler for running this fantastical game. I always enjoy our runs through the Tomb of Annihilation, and of course, I always love having you on the channel, so where can I find you? What do you do?
Hi, my name's Tyler. I'm at Frothy Inferno on Twitter, where I sometimes just like a lot of stuff. Otherwise, you can find me here running Tomb of Annihilation on Sunday nights, and maybe some other times on some other people's channels. I don't know. We'll see.
Hey everybody, I'm RJ here on the channel. You can catch me at RJustice22 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream with friends. You can catch me here tomorrow in our homebrew campaign as Caleb the Shatterkai Wizard Cleric. On Thursday, we might do a reading of My Immortal on GK. A drunk reading of My Immortal on GGK.
Sorry, why?
We need to pass the time. We don't know yet. And on next Saturday, we're gonna do another one.
This Saturday?
The 20-something.
What Saturday?
21st.
Yes.
21st, we'll be back here, and on Sunday as Wally. That's it for me this week. DanaeKeener.com.
Hi, I'm LBHackEmUp, and this is Abaddon. She's very chatty. I'm doing a lot of stuff on the Twitches. Tomorrow I'll be here. Next day I'll be streaming on my own channel. Not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I'm trying to convince my mom to make cards with me because everyone really liked the art stream. So maybe we'll do something like that. Check out my Twitter for all the other stuff I do because goddamn, I'm doing a lot of stuff. DanaeKeener.com.
Oh, hey, everybody. Speaking of DanaeKeener.com, hi, everybody. I'm Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. I do nerdy drawings, mostly related to D&D and a lot of things on this channel. I play as Coriander the Eldrin Paladin on Mondays, and on Sundays I play as Baz the Drow Rogue Fighter. It's not this Saturday, but next Saturday we're going to be doing more Star Power over at G Game Nights. Right? Right, RJ? No? Well, okay. All right. Well, I'll figure that out. Never mind what I said. DanaeKeener.com.
And if you've made it this far, you probably already know who I am. But if you don't, hey, Acorns, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/Indoor Adventures. We do shows like this on Monday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as well as on Sundays at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/Indoor Adventures to check up on all of the VODs of each of the games that we've played for Tomb of Annihilation. And we also have complete playlists of things like Curse of Strahd, Ghosts of Saltmarsh, Waterdeep, Dragon Heist, as well as over 100 sessions of our homebrew campaign. It's not an intimidating number, I promise. But with that, we are going to be heading into our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community, but also from each other. So if you're curious about why we yell Nights in the Courtyard at seemingly random things throughout the episode, hey, guess what? It's hosted for free over at Patreon. It's the easiest way to find out. But with that, we are going to be heading out. So I'd like to say thank you to everybody who decided to stop by. Thank you to Tyler for running this wonderful game. And thank you to these players for putting up with our bullshit once again this week. And we'll see all of you guys next time. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.